How are you guys? This is the Nashville Talent Show. My name is Alejandro, and I'm here with my first guest. Today is the 3rd of December, 2024, and this is very exciting. So, Hi.
What's going on, guys?
How are you? How you doing today,
I'm
brother?
doing good.
Wow. Well, welcome for.
So happy to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So I'm so excited because for so long I've been trying to plan this, and you're here. And I kind of had a conversation before with you, and guys, he has such a great story. His background is incredible. He's such a talented musician, and he's here in Nashville to make it big time, right?
You know it.
All right. So who is Alex? Tell us a little bit about you. Like why you?
Oh man. Okay.
How did you get into Nashville? How long did you get here?
So let me just break this down. Okay. So I was adopted. Okay. So I was adopted from Russia.
Wow.
When I was
really?
a baby. Yes.
Wow.
Adopted from Russia, brought to America. The only thing that I found to calm my nerves was music. And I've used music my entire life, and it, it kind of a medication, I would say, but also my true love at the same time. So absolutely.
So you feel like you say you calm your nerves. Like, did you have like a tough childhood or something like that?
I wouldn't say. That's an interesting question. I think mentally, I went through some tough things, but my parents were always supportive of the music. My friends and my family was always amazing and supportive. Yeah, I guess. I mean, mentally, when you're adopted, you go through some things,
right?
And I think as far as those kids, I think that's another thing that's sort of part of my musical journey is I want to help and support those kids maybe mentally who are going through something like that.
And like, there is anyone in your family that you feel inspiration? How did you start connecting with music in the first place? When you started, like, do you remember when was this?
Yes, definitely my dad.
Oh.
So my dad's actually a trumpet player.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And I'll never forget the day I was going to go to grammar school, and it was time to pick a musical instrument for the school.
Nice.
And a couple days before, my dad, he basically pulled me over to the closet, and he pulled down a trumpet case, and he showed me his trumpet.
Whoa,
which is his dad's trumpet. And anyways, this is like, it was just, it was amazing.
And you were like, I want to play it right away.
Yeah, well, and actually, I wanted to be a drummer.
Oh.
Actually, I'm probably one of the biggest Beatles fans on the planet, and my dad he showed me the Beatles when I was a baby.
Wow.
And we're huge Beatles fans. But anyways, I wanted to be a drummer. I wanted to be Ringo Starr. And so he shows me this trumpet case, and I'm like, oh my God. And he goes,
nice.
This is sort of part of the family.
Wow.
It's sort of a big deal to play the trumpet. So I was like, oh, man, I want to play the drums, dude. And
so like the Beatles and that kind of music and that's kind of big bands were like very popular where you come from. Like that's where like people were listening, or was more like tasting your dad? Like your dad were like into these.
It was pretty much my dad. I mean, my dad he's sort of like the influence, I think, of sort of wanting to play rock and roll.
Okay.
From a very young age.
Nice.
And so I ended up picking the trumpet, and it was a wonderful time. It was amazing because now I could read music.
Oh, okay.
And then at that Christmas, they bought me a drum set. So now I had 2 instruments.
Whoa.
And then over the course of time, playing in all these, in different bands growing up and stuff, I sort of picked up different instruments.
Wow.
Along the way.
So this was when exactly, like which country you were at the moment?
Yeah, this was America.
This was America.
Yeah.
All right. And then you were in Chicago?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Grew up in Chicago. Yep.
So you moved from where exactly to Chicago? You moved.
Where in Chicago?
Like before that, your family came from.
So I was actually. So this is actually an interesting thing.
All right.
So I was born in Russia, but here's the interesting thing. I'm actually Romani.
Oh.
So Romani is it's another ethnicity, and I'm very proud to be Romani.
Let's go Romania.
And so there's that is a culture of nomads. So we don't have a home country or a homeland.
Okay.
So that's why they're sort of known as sort of travelers throughout history. Wow. But my family is Romani, and luckily, thank God, I've gotten to meet a few of them through Ancestry.com.
Oh, what?
And which has been wonderful.
It's like a website?
It's a website. It's a website where you can meet your blood family or people related to you, and go down. You can look at timelines and all kinds of amazing things.
Ancestry.com.
.com. Yes.
Wow.
So check it out.
I guess I will check it out.
Strongly recommend. I found my family through there.
Damn.
So that's all I'm gonna say.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then you reconnect like with this new family.
Yes.
And they came to Chicago.
They're not in Chicago necessarily. They're sort of spread out throughout the country and actually the world, but it's been wonderful. My sister lives in California. I have a bunch of cousins in Ohio and just all over the place. So it's wonderful.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you came to Chicago, and that's where your music dream and everything started. Did you went somewhere and then it's like working on the process, or did you do it more by yourself? How was this like grow process little by little? Did you were like listening YouTube videos and stuff?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I listened to records growing up, and so I would sit there and I'm not joking, hundreds to thousands of hours I would sit in my room. Wow. Just in my room, teaching myself how to record, how to play the guitar, how to play the drums, how to play the bass, how to blah, blah, blah. And it sort of snowballed, because the more I learned, the more, I mean, this is my passion. You know, some people are, you know, they grow up and they know from day one, they're like, you know, I want to be a scientist. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a fireman. I wanted to be a rock star. Oh, wow. And since that day one, you know, that is all I did in my room. Nice. Was learn how to be a rock star. You know? Yeah,
I think that's one of the big motivations of a lot of musicians, that there is nothing that stops them. You know, it's not that they are thinking in a regular life or work or having an income, or they just risk everything, and it's every time like that. And that's what I admire about musicians, and I feel like Nashville is that place that is becoming a huge magnet for talent, right?
Absolutely.
And so you are in Nashville now.
Yes.
How old are you?
How long have I been here in Nashville?
No, how old are you? Like, what's your age?
Oh, I'm 26.
26, okay. 26. So Alex is here in Nashville, 26-year-old, big dreams.
Yes.
And you came here a few months ago? A few years ago?
Yeah, about half a year ago.
Okay.
So it hasn't been a full year yet.
Good.
Yeah, maybe 7 months.
Good. That's awesome. What would you say to a person that is looking this, and I don't know, maybe he's producer, maybe he's a big guy, a big girl in the industry.
Yeah.
What would be your pitch to that person, and why they will believe in you, or why do you believe in yourself?
Why do I believe? What's my pitch?
What would you say to this person? This is my mission. This is what I want to do.
All right. I would say this. This is my life. This is everything I have. I left my family. I left my friends. I left everything I know. I left going to basic grocery stores. Wow. I left literally everything that I know about life to come here to strum a guitar for just a chance to make it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
To pay the water bill, to do everything that everyone just needs to do. Mm-hmm. Luckily, other people have regular jobs. I unfortunately do not have that skill set. I don't have a college degree. I don't have stuff that I think other people have. And yes, I wish I had, but at the same time, I believe that we're all made for a purpose.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I feel my purpose is to play music, and I think that I am exactly where I need to be.
Nice. Do you feel like Nashville is the right place to stay somehow long term to develop your career, and that's why you choose to be here at the moment?
I think that Nashville is wonderful. I think it's an amazing place to meet connections.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
It's amazing to develop long-term connections. Mm-hmm. I think it's a wonderful, and I don't want to use the city as a platform, but I will say there's a lot of cities in this world that are just wonderful, but Nashville is a music city.
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
think as far as if you're in this specific business, where else would you want to be?
Yeah, that's true. This is where many artists have started and launched their big career, such as Taylor Swift back in 2013. That's where she signed with a producer. She even has a house here. But in general, there's so many artists. I feel there is a flourishing of talent in the country, focusing on this city. And I see a lot of potential in you, Alex. So I really wish you the best. Where are you now in the process of what you're doing? Are you writing? Are you creating? Are you developing? Tell us a little bit about that.
So here's what I did. I'm writing. My goal. So I have an album that I'm excited to put out. Now currently I'm in the recording process of that album. We're working day and night to get this thing ready to go. Working on lyrics and just all the concepts and everything.
Nice.
But what I did is now I have 2 songs, specifically this one song, and I went to one of the greatest producers I think personally on earth. His name is Jared. He's from Polychrome Ranch. So if you're looking to record, I would definitely look into Polychrome Ranch. I'll tell you what, that is amazing. I went there, and the production and the recording and just everything about the experience was just absolutely 10 out of 10.
Wow.
And I recorded my new song On the Waves, which is of course what I'm promoting here today.
That's great.
And On the Waves is an interesting song. Actually, it's a concept that came to me in sort of a dream, actually. It just sort of happened, and I sort of woke up and I was like, man, I need to get this down. I need to record this.
So what is the name of the song?
So the song's called On the Waves.
On the Way. What is the message behind this song? Like, what took you to create this? Is it because this is where you are now, on the way?
I think it is. I think it is. I think it's sort of where I'm at, I think, in my life currently. I think, and that's the whole purpose of what this album is going to be.
Yeah.
Because it's such a real concept. It's every day is a struggle. Every day is we're going through different things. Every day we're trying to pay the bill. We're trying to do everything we can. Yeah. And I think those are sort of the waves of life. Yeah. And I think that it's so that's really interesting that you brought that up, because I think that is it's pretty much what I'm going through. It's sort of we're on the waves. And the song is. It is a dream that I had, but I think it might be subconsciously. Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that one common factor about big hits and big songs are that these songs can relate, and the artist can relate with the people that is listening, with their audience, right? And I feel like if you hear a few songs or hits that are being released in the last 6 months, in the last year, right? Everybody is talking about that struggle on the way that whether they're pursuing their dreams or trying to, overcome this past economy. And people like Shabusi or other artists are just talking about it. And the fact that you're doing that too, make everyone and even me realize that you are an artist that are talking about what everyone relates to.
Absolutely.
So are we gonna listen that song today?
Absolutely.
All right.
I think we're gonna play it.
Okay, I love that. All right, cool. So tell us where we can find you, we can follow you, and where we can listen to you.
Absolutely. So if you go on my social media pages, if you go on, I'm on TikTok, on Instagram, Alex Alexander Music.
Right.
And then, of course, on Spotify, if you type in Alex Alexander, the song is On the Waves. So check it out. And I'm on all streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, anything you want. So.
Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave those links in our description in the video, whether you're looking this on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, whatever. And here we go with Alex and his new song, On the Way.
All right,
let's go.
On a dirty ship you sail away just to find your world on the waves. Now your captain calls you to the shore, but you turn away, seeking more. It's been 20 years of waiting My captain left me so long ago. Now I need to know if I will get a second chance. Well, I found a magic mushroom in my hand. There I was in another trip, and my mind was feeling kind of bothered with, but I still don't know how long it takes. And the waves are getting higher as my spirit breaks, but I wonder why, yeah. Will I ever get my wings tonight and fly? Ooh, I keep going every night. Every night, yeah. Ooh, oh, yeah. Ooh, every day is just another war, but you don't know who you're gonna fight. I just have to know who is fighting on my side. In the early morning there's a shipwreck to my right. Oh God, that's my